Hello and welcome to our first Ministry of Light session for for meditations and decrees. I'm very glad to have you all here, and I welcome anybody who is watching this at another time online. Know that time and space are only realities in this third dimensional existence, and wherever you are listening from now, you are still with us at this moment. Please take a moment to close your eyes and settle deeply into your body, taking a few slow breaths together. And on the exhale, just imagine that you are completely able to let go of whatever is worrying you or troubling you, that for the next short while together, you will simply let go of all your troubles. You are free to pick them up again when we're finished. But for this period, let us be completely present, because it's only when we are in this now moment that we can access our divine selves, our I am presence, that part of us which is always home with God. And as long as we stay with our minds in the past or projecting with worry into the future, we are not in this eternal and infinite moment of now. And then our multidimensional nature is cut off from us. So let us consciously bring ourselves to this now moment. Keep breathing gently and sighing out on the out breath. Feel the weight of your body in the chair or the floor, wherever you are seated. And consciously drop your shoulders. And take a moment to acknowledge your body for the extraordinary divine vehicle that it is. So often our bodies are completely forgotten as we go about our days living in our heads. So let's take a moment to thank this beautiful body, this gift of life, being able to experience this third dimension, all the beauties and wonders of waterfalls and beach and fields of snow and falling leaves and newborn babies, of our pets that we love, of a warm breeze on a hot day, a feeling of sand between our toes. Think of the many blessings that this body bestows upon you. And now we turn our minds to focus on our I am presence, that part of us home with God. And you may want to focus your attention on your third eye, that point just between your brows. Just gently, without straining your eyes. And start to witness yourself. Imagine you're looking upon this body now from above, seated where you are, wearing the clothes that you are. Observe any thoughts that might be going on in this mind. You are not the thoughts, just observe them. And now turn your attention to your heart. And imagine that you're able to step your consciousness inside your own heart. This place that holds your capacity for love. Imagine you're able to move inside your heart. And there are all the people that you love, all the things that you love. A place of great safety and warmth. You are eternally and infinitely beloved. You are simply having an experience of separation from Source, from the all that is. Now, with this connection made between you and your infinite eternal self, we will say our decrees for peace and purification of the world together. So you can open your eyes, and we say now together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Break and shatter any spells from evil rituals throughout the world, past and present, right now, and see that no more are ever made. I decree it, and so be it, and replace all with the Ascended Master's victory of the light. Awaken, awaken, awaken all humanity, and give us the discernment necessary to recognize the truth and the great power of the I Am within us, and let it take command now. I am the governing presence, commanding all media to come into the light and report the truth to all the world, now and forever. I am the open door that no man can shut to God's limitless opulence, made visible in the hands and use of all those assisting with bringing in the divine plan for this earth. I am the perfect new technology, energy sources, transportation, means of exchange, and education systems manifesting for the benefit of all mankind, here and now. Beloved, I am presence and great beings invoked. Continually take up all energy sent out by those in meditations, decrees, prayers, and ceremonies everywhere. Purify, perfect, and protect it, and charge it with your victorious cosmic light as of 1,000 suns, and use it doubled each hour to fulfill the divine plan for the earth now and always. We thank you. The decree for Saint Germain's legions of light workers. Use my light to the fullest possible extent. Draw those to me who have unselfish motives and who are willing to serve the light. Remove all pride, arrogance, and personal ambition. Let this light expand in divine love until the earth and all her evolutions are wholly ascended and free. I have spoken in God's holy name. I am. It is done. Thank you. The decree for the earth and her nations. In the full power and authority of the beloved presence of God I Am, we, the children of earth, humbly come to the heart of our Father, Mother God, to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We invoke the legions of light serving Mother Earth to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of our beings and to project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every person associated with the governments of this planet at every level. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each of these souls and clear away any destructive activity of their own free will, which might attempt to rush in to impede their conscious desire to do God's will. Help them to remain obedient to the law of harmony and to be God in action at all times. Seal all governmental positions, individually and collectively, in the radiance of God's will. Reveal through the flame of illumined truth the divine purpose and plan for each office and each individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage and desire to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the light of God that is always victorious enlighten and lead all of humanity everywhere, even as I call. Let the love of God manifest in, through, and around all of the governments of the world, now and forever. I so decree it and accept it done as the presence of God I am. And so it is, beloved, I am that I am. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails right now and forever. We thank you. And now the tube of light and protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, and beloved Archangel Michael, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. And we close our eyes now, and we imagine ourselves sealed in this pillar of pure light protection, blazing a brilliant blue with white at the edges. You can imagine it about 9 feet in diameter, stretching far from you and going all the way up, and then bring it all the way down right into the earth and beneath your feet. Feel yourself sealed in this mighty cosmic pillar of pure light protection. And commit that while in this pillar of pure light protection, your thoughts will be only those that are harmonious and positive, uplifting, the good of you and all mankind. And take a moment to imagine your loved ones also sealed in this pillar of pure light protection. Thank you. And now we continue. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, and for straying from the light. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, and for straying from the light. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, and for straying from the light. We call for Lady Kuan Yin's feeling of forgiveness now, the Ascended Master who works with the ray of forgiveness. And we remember that as we awaken and sense our multi-dimensional aspects, that we are eternal and immortal. We are not the personalities we think we are. As we do this, we are able to perceive everything that has happened in this lifetime as part of a cosmic drama we have created at soul level to serve our evolution. And this means that anyone who has ever harmed you is simply part of this cosmic drama and your evolution as a soul. And that karma has played a great role in whatever has happened to you. But we are moving into an age now where karma will be operative no more. We will be free to create anew lives of such love and such light. And it takes this ability of forgiving it all, letting go of any grudges that you may hold, letting go of the pain that you have suffered, letting all of this pass through you so that you don't have to carry the density with you anymore. Forgiveness is not about the other. It is about liberating yourself. And if you cannot find the feeling of forgiveness, call upon Lady Kuan Yin to help liberate you from anything that has gone before, so that you can once again know perfect peace. When you open your eyes, we shall continue with the violet fire decree. I am forgiveness for all, for the violet fire we now call, to make all discord cease, and through mercy's flame release all that was not meant to be, ever raise or back to thee. I am the violet fire of God's will, which does the divine plan fulfill. O violet fire, blaze and blaze, all in our countries raise and raise, then set all the rest of earth free. Our gratitude and love we give to thee. O violet fire of freedom's love, glorify me as all above, with all the glory I had with thee, in the central sun as it should be. Violet flame, we love you. We thank you for your willingness to set us free. Violet flame, blaze and transmute all human into perfection. Violet flame, blaze and transmute all human into perfection. Violet flame, blaze and transmute all human into perfection. By cosmic power, by violet ray, blaze and transmute all human into perfection. Make all things right, the heart's delight. More intensely set all now free. Do it today and ever with us stay. Thank you. Violet flame, this is our request. Through earth and all her evolutions, sweeping and expanding violet fire, daily to fulfill divine desire. I am, I am, I am. Filling my world with violet fire, filling my world with divine desire, setting me and all earth free. Our violet fire, our love and thanks to thee. Beloved I am by God's great love, by all of Zadkiel's cosmic power, sustain and double it each hour. Thank you. And now as we listen to the Violet Flame keynote, which is the song, The Blue Danube, we close our eyes and we envisage the violet flame moving right through our bodies. It feels cool like ozone. It's not a hot flame. And we watch it as it moves right through our bodies. We bring it up from our feet, up the legs, through the torso, across the chest, particularly where we hold so much in our hearts, and then up through the neck and through your head. And then we start sending this violet fire out into the world through our homes, through our families, and through our communities, our villages, our towns, our cities, our countries. And then we see the whole planet ablaze with the violet fire, the violet flame, transmuting all the pain, all the density, all the grief, all the sorrow. It may seem a fantastic or far too magical process, but understand that we are made of light. And therefore we use light, just as sound can be used to heal, we use light because light heals. And because we are pure consciousness experiencing ourself in physical form, simply by holding the light in consciousness, we are able to transmute things in our consciousness. And we are assisted by Saint Germain and by Archangel Zadkiel. So imagine with all of your deepest visualization powers now. Now we continue. Beloved, mighty, victorious, I am presence, Archangel Michael, angels of blue flame, and beloved Lady Astrea, lock your cosmic circle and sword of blue flame as of 1,000 suns in, through, and around all misqualified energy around me and all mankind, and all sinister force activity in, through, and around our entire planet. Lock your cosmic circle and sword of blue flame as of 1,000 suns in, through, and around all misqualified energy around me and all mankind, and all sinister force activity in, through, and around our entire planet. Lock your cosmic circle and sword of blue flame as of 1,000 suns in, through, and around all misqualified energy around me and all mankind, and all sinister force activity in, through, and around our entire planet. Seize and render this energy ineffective. Seize and render this energy ineffective. Seize and render this energy ineffective. Transmute, transmute, transmute it all. Cause, core, effect, record, and memory. And illumine, illumine, illumine the source. And see that this energy may not act or encroach upon life on earth any longer. And replace all with ascended master consciousness. We thank you. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light, which reigns supreme everywhere, here and now. I am the golden age of Saint Germain, manifesting here and now. Mighty I am presence, in thy name, power, and authority I decree. Great cosmic light, come forth and do your perfect work now. The forces of light move into action with full power and are victorious now. The limitless legions of light now sweep across the face of the earth, and all human darkness disappears forever. The limitless legions of light now sweep across the face of the earth, and all human darkness disappears forever. The limitless legions of light now sweep across the face of the earth, and all human darkness disappears forever. I was privileged during January 2023 to be shown physically this limitless legion of light sweeping across the face of the earth. It happened while driving my child to school. It was one of the most extraordinary experiences of my life that I will never forget. That during that awakening, I was able to see such things, to be shown this glimpse of the fifth dimension and what awaits all of us. So I know this is real, even though it may feel so intangible to some of you. All I can do is hope that through the depth of my heart, I can convey that this is happening. We are ascending, beloveds. We continue now to finish off with our peace invocation. Beloved, I am presence. We invoke beloved Jesus, the great Prince of Peace. We also invoke Archangel Uriel, Donna Grace, and all the beloved angels of peace. We invoke the great Elohim, beloved Tranquility and Pacifica, and the great God of Harmony. And we call now for the great spirit of the ruby and golden ray of peace, ministration, and grace. And we ask that we can direct these mighty rays of peace into the four lower vehicles of all mankind, their physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual bodies, every man, woman, and child, like a river of cosmic light, into every human heart, expanding that feeling of ascended master peace and enfolding each one of us in a mantle of your peace. And we ask that we can direct these mighty rays of peace into every family, home, workplace, and community, and into all the nations of the world, paying special attention to those in positions of power influencing the destiny of our planet. Establish a pillar of cosmic peace above every country, and through the love and grace of the angels of peace, we ask that they continually direct these ruby and gold rays of peace wherever there is discord, turmoil, and fear, saturating our beloved earth with glorious ascended master peace and harmony. Charge these rays of peace through the entire elemental kingdom and all the trapped angels, soothing, comforting, healing, loving, and blessing each and every precious one. Let a mighty peace descend across the face of the earth. And we say together, peace descend, peace descend, peace descend, 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 peace defend, peace defend, peace defend, 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 peace command, peace command, peace command, 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 peace I am, peace I am, peace I am, I am, I am. We accept this done right now according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our benediction now, we release and deeply thank all the ascended hosts for answering our calls, and that they are maintained, self-sustained, and ever intensifying in cosmic action until we are freedom's holy star. And we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to double the light sent out each hour, and to you, beloved great divine director, to further expand and amplify it 1,000-fold, and that all is done according to thy will, the will of God. We thank you. Let me just take a moment to feel great gratitude that there is so much assistance given to the earth at this time. We remind ourselves that all of the higher beings and ascended masters who are assisting the earth are not here in physical form, and therefore we need to reach out to them with our consciousness. They are able to bring the light into this planet through us, those of us privileged enough to be incarnated in physical form. And this love and these blessings and this light is always available to us. We have to open to it. We have to consciously call for this light. In the name of the infinite, I am. Right, so now we are going to move into a stage of meditation. You may want to just take a moment to stretch. Take a sip of water if you need some water. I will turn my video on so you can see me. Right. So, beloveds, what I was called to share with you today is a message about the increase and the influx of feelings that everybody is dealing with as more light floods into our planet. Everything that is dense or heavy in us has to be brought to light. So a lot of us are going through enormous changes in our lives, people experiencing massive upheavals, because part of this awakening means that everything that is no longer in alignment with who you have become needs to fall away. So you may find that you are losing friends. You may find that there are places you can no longer go to, where it just feels too discordant. A lot of light workers say to me that hanging out in large public places, football fields, stadiums, music concerts, even bars, pubs, clubs, wherever you can feel a lot of quite dense and low energy, people trying to escape this reality, the more you advance on your spiritual path, the harder it can be, because you start feeling these vibrations more. So remember, we've been kept in a very dumbed down state, unable to feel. And now as we awaken, we start to be able to sense energy. And so these things affect us far more. And some people have always been empaths and always felt this energy. So things are shifting and moving away. And then there is the daily work of literally having all of your feelings surfacing and having to learn how to feel them, but not create a story around the feeling that you are experiencing, because that's when it gets trapped. When we try and suppress it, Or when we get into, so we don't want to feel it. So we try and push it out of consciousness into the subconscious. But remember, the subconscious, like the photographs of the iceberg that are always shown, is huge and vast, much more vast than the conscious mind. And so when you push it into the subconscious, you now are flooding that whole subconscious with that unfelt feeling. So it's going to project again into your reality in order to be felt. If you think about this impersonally, it's simply energy that is trying to move through your body. So it's not that you're being punished or the universe is giving you this, that, or the other thing. It's simply a matter of physics. And it is energy that is pushed down is going to want to surface. And so as the light floods in, it will illuminate anything that is dark, that is heavier, that is dense. And so a lot of us are feeling there's this intensification of our feelings and the increased desire to therefore run, to not be in our bodies, to dissociate. A lot of people are seeing an increase in their addictions, whatever it is we use to soothe and numb and avoid our feelings, whether that is scrolling or smoking or drinking or shopping or compulsive work, keeping too busy, compulsive exercise, whatever it is that you use so that you don't have to feel is probably increasing at this time. So the key is to become very aware of our habits, to look, but without shame, because shame is very dense. So without shaming ourselves, we simply acknowledge with divine neutrality, I am avoiding my feelings. I'm doing this behavior in an increased way because I have more feelings that I'm not wanting to deal with. And now I'm going to make time to simply look inside and to identify what these feelings are, and not get lost in the story, because that's what we're so terrified of, that we make the feelings mean something. These feelings of depression, of sadness, of grief, of anger, they feel so uncomfortable that we don't want to feel them. But if we can allow time just to feel without a story going on in our head about what that feeling is about, if we can simply set a time on our phone and say, for 10 minutes, I'm going to feel, and I'm going to feel in my body. I'm physically going to feel the feeling in my body, not think about the feeling, which is what most people do. I'm going to sit and think about my anger. This is not thinking about your feelings. It's actual physically feeling. So sitting with your hands on your body and feeling where the feelings are. You may want to record it so that you can listen later, but keep yourself, and the recording also can keep you, accountable so that you don't go off into a story about it, but you just explain what you are feeling in your body. And then see if you can make some gentle movements to release it from your body. Can you stretch? And literally, you can just allow 10 minutes for this practice. So a little bit more about addiction, and then a message from the Council of Light. So addiction is simply a tool to avoid feeling. It's a coping mechanism, a self-protective mechanism. A person becomes an addict because they are too traumatized to feel their feelings. It's a trauma response. And if we saw it like this, we would treat it completely differently. Please refer to the amazing work of Gabor Mate on addiction, because I think he has a profound and extraordinary understanding of it being a trauma response. I don't believe it's a disease. I'm a recovering addict. It's not a label. I was once addicted to drugs and alcohol, but I don't see that anymore as a label that I apply to myself, because it's not a thing. I am an addict. I had reached a point where my addictive behavior was out of control. It was controlling me. But to sit around in meetings for the rest of my life saying I am an addict or I'm a recovering addict, I didn't want that energy, because what we say after I am is very, very powerful. So pretty much everyone on the planet right now is experiencing increased feelings as the frequency of the planet rises, as the light floods in. So the Council of Light explains, and you may want to just close your eyes for this. It always helps me to listen better. This is the light exposing the darkness on every level. In individuals, the darkness is the heavy or dense energies of pain, fear, grief, distress. Some of your cells get trapped in this frequency band, and so they continue to vibrate very slowly, thus slowing down your whole energetic vehicle. You are seeing yourself as you have not before, And this is making you very uncomfortable. And therefore, more of you are attempting to outrun your feelings. This is why half the modern world is on psychiatric medication. It's to keep you in an altered state, unable to be fully present in your physical body. The union cannot occur between the consciousness and the physical vessel. They are kept divided. And in that way, you are kept outside of yourself, your true self. You cannot sense your enormity. You feel small, trapped in the stories of childhood that play on repeat. You have been kept in this trap for long enough now, and that is why the cycle must end. This is no longer how Earth shall operate. It is a great liberation of humanity. And yes, it is a wondrous thing to be able to understand this and experience it, hard as it may seem while you are still semi-imprisoned in your ego selves. We do understand, though we know you think we cannot. Many of us have had Earth lives, and thus we do fully understand the experience of being human and how hard it can be to awaken. We try to connect you with those who are able to relate to your human experience, which is why more and more people are beginning to channel, so that you get a massive influx of our energy into the planet, because these messages are shared with such love. We wish you now to practice this. Practice feeling the energy of this message. Feel the deep love and peace that we are sending through this transmission. This is a different level of being and experiencing the world altogether. You will be able to feel words, and some of you already have this capability, but for some it is new. Try it now. Just practice tuning into the vibration of our words rather than the words themselves. Tell yourself you can do this. You are remembering how. Beloveds, we hold you in our hearts now with the warmest embrace of the Divine Mother. For yes, we serve the Divine Mother. We bring this heavenly energy to you now, in this moment, and bathe you in a loving embrace that reminds you, you are home. You are still home, even though you are having a human experience, because the totality of you never left source. This is simply a reconnection of your human self to the I am presence of God. Suddenly you know you are part of the whole, the oneness. You feel it. The deep peace that passes all understanding. It is so close, beloveds. You are all coming home to God in your own hearts. Through our words now, feel the love that is rising on this planet. Now, some of the notes from me before I return to the conversation with the Council of Light. I said to them, I understand people are experiencing this in different ways, but that nearly all are experiencing this intensity. I am avoiding my feelings. It means my subconscious is then on the thing I am resisting. I am holding the very thing that I don't want to experience in place by resisting it. So I need to feel all the feelings, to be in my body, to feel my feelings, to tap, use EFT, TRE, and move to release the density of trauma, and watch the story that I am narrating of my life, because that's creating my experience. It is all serving me. From this only good shall come. Everything is working out for me. I can't wait to see what happens next. I am grateful. I am peaceful. I choose not to live in ego mind, which creates all my suffering. I am going to meditate and love every self inside me. I have compassion for my human self at every age that has tried to navigate this complex experience of not understanding creation or what I'm doing here, and the fact I was programmed to play traumatic patterns on repeat. So that's what we've been doing here. And the Council of Light continued. Now it stops. This is exciting, but it doesn't stop overnight. There has to be a handover, a transition from one reality to another, or you would all go mad. And that is why you are being prepared by gradually letting go of how you used to see yourself and starting to realize you can view yourself in multiple ways. You really can. You get to choose the story you tell about yourself. And when you realize this, it is immensely freeing. You can tell the story. You thought there was just one story until you realize you are writing it, and then it gets fun. You can change the story according to your liking. This is what all humans wish to do, but some have been programmed so heavily they cannot even fathom that there is another reality to be experienced. You cannot make this shift for any other. It is a shift in perception, and perception is in the eye of the perceiver. You cannot see for another person. You will see what you think you see. You are not seeing what is there. You are seeing what you think is there. Your brain decodes the light into patterns, shapes, and forms. It projects it and receives it. If you are reading this or hearing this and it all makes sense to you, then bravo, beloved. You are mastering the earth plane. Do not give up, even when you have experiences that are challenging. Seek the counsel of those who are on the ascension path, who can remind you how it all works. Do not bombard yourself with information. Write down the tools and practices from all you have already studied. Choose a few select readings or audio tracks that remind you how to stay awake when you get lost in the illusion again, and have them readily available. Yes, it is almost like getting clean. When you feel yourself sliding, you call a sponsor like you would in AA, someone who can remind you how precious you are, how far you have come, and why it's not worth throwing in the towel through sabotaging behavior. Gather with like-minded souls, celebrate the dawn of a new age, sing songs of devotion, give gratitude for the gift of life, shower yourselves with love for agreeing to be on the planet and serving the light of God through each cell of your divine bodies. We look forward to conversing with you much in the coming weeks. The Council of Light. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you will continue to make decrees and to spend time in meditation, being present in your physical body and learning simply how to watch your thoughts and realize I am not these thoughts. There is going to be a great increase in the sense of mental instability, mental breakdown, individually and collectively across the planet. And a huge number of the messages that I'm channeling and have in the last 6 months to a year from the Council of Light all talk about this mental breakdown and how those of us who are aware and consciously on the ascension path are tasked with stabilizing this very turbulent energy by the way we hold light, and then also by holding others. So we perform this task energetically. We don't have to be teaching publicly or channeling messages as I do. It's simply an energy, a frequency of being able to hold what is happening and to maintain peace inside you. Simply by holding this in our bodies, we are serving the light at this time. But also what may happen is that increasingly as people start asking about more esoteric subjects that were considered, woo-woo and out there, you may well be the person that they turn to help make sense of what is happening. So our work is cut out for us, but it's not work. This is spiritual service. This is how we serve the light at this time. And the Ministry of Eternal Light exists, and I am developing it to create more places where those who yearn to live lives of devotion to the light, to serve the light, to serve the influx of light on this planet and this transition to a completely new age, a place where we can do this in community, particularly for those who no longer feel comfortable or aligned with institutionalized religion, but yet still have this deep desire to be of service, and to serve the light and to serve God, but perhaps in their own way, coming from within rather than an externalized idea of a God that is out there. So I hope that you will join me every Tuesday at the same time for these decrees and meditations together. Thank you for letting me be of service.